What's going on, internet peoples? I wasn't actually gonna stream today or post because it was more of a day off, but a few things came to my attention that I thought I'd do a little something different today. React, because after all, other than being gamer, streamer, content guy, etc., I also put on my X that I'm also a gaming journalist because let's be honest, it seems like a lot of people are gaming journalists that are not that great of ones, a lot would argue. So I figured I'd throw my hat in the scale because I think I could be doing better than a lot of these other ones that don't seem to be really journalizing anything. So I thought I would react to a few things and post on that later. So let's get this. Oh, before we get this show on the road, I think this would perfectly exercise the point I'm going for and what we will be reacting to. First, we will be reacting to the Silent Hill 2 remake that at first I was actually excited for, but seeing back on it and seeing other. I'll be reacting to the gameplay, but before I do, here's some I gotta say. A little riddle for everyone to think about where you could see where I'm kind of going with this. The whimsical nature of the wretched willows exhibits a willingness to war for the wicked. Idle minds fall to thoughts of the drifted. Idle minds become eternal slaves to the wicked. Now let that sink in a bit. And let's all react to the Silent Hill 2 remake gameplay and other info out there, huh? Figured you'd like this. Here's the gameplay. Let's enlarge that. I've been a little excited to see. Make sure it's a good volume so we all can enjoy this.
Our special place. What could she mean?
The graphics do look good, I will say, for what it is.
This whole town was our special place.
Oh?
You promised you'd take me there again someday. But you never did.
I got a letter. The name on the envelope said Mary. Mary died of that damn disease 3 years ago. Is she really alive?
Imagine. I like the lore behind the real Silent Hill, the town that got messed up by mining, or the issue. I gotta look more into that, but yeah. I seen people explore the original town that inspired Silent Hill. I might want to take a trip up there and take a look. Would be a nice little road trip. No, it's not. Hey there, X-Tina, how you doing? Silent Hill 2 remake.
Hey, wait.
Kinda does though, doesn't it? Look like Leon. Uh-oh. I can imagine. I'm well, thanks for asking. I remember playing this a real long ago back on PlayStation 2 when I was a kid. Definitely a different scene from what I remember, because this remake was supposed to mostly honor the core original gameplay with minor changes, but doesn't seem like it is. Ugh. Okay, okay. That really messed them up, I see. What about the health bar, though? Will that come into play, or is this more like just a really early beta trailer with no health bars yet? Health drink. That somewhat reminds me of the Fatal Frame health drink you got when you were low on health. If you ever guys played that game, it's a really good game. Fatal Frame, recommend it. I guess that's the letter he was talking about.
What you got there?
None of your business. You didn't love Mary anyway.
What? Hey, wait!
How do you know her name?
I know there was some cut content in there from this scene from the original game. Oh, who's this? Maria.
Bombaklat. There's the Bombaklat.
Where did she go?
I don't know. Let's look around.
Not bad for the remake. A little bit different from the original, though. Less voluptuous, so to speak, for game character art.
This place feels so
And the design.
empty. More than the other places we've been.
I'll be honest, that was kind of slick.
Right. Extra noses pants is on you. Ooh, you're so warm. Couldn't help but notice your both from across the floor.
As I'm reacting to this, my chat's going wild. What's what? Playing games like these, I already know where that humming is coming from. Not always proper to want to go to where that humming is coming from. There she is
Laura.
again.
Wait!
It's okay. We don't want to hurt you.
God damn it. Now, where is that girl?
Hope all is well on your guys' end. Hope you're doing well, FY. The design of the nurse monster, whatever you want to call it, from this looks good. They just ran past. He's got a gun. Nice. I like the gun design. That Beretta? Yeah, it's a Beretta. Okay, 2 shots. 5 hits with the pipe. Nice dodge, okay. Dodge mechanic. 6, 7. Oh. Wow, she even blocked too, okay. Okay, you could incapacitate him with the leg shots, but you wasted. That's a lot of hits, honestly, including with the gun. I could see if you're playing on hardcore, but if that's not hardcore, you're taking that many hits to take.
You're done.
Exactly, that many hits to take somebody out. I'm not too big a fan on that. I know a lot of survival horror junkies like it when you take, even on normal difficulty, a lot of rounds to take somebody out, but I can only see that being acceptable for hardcore. I mean, what's the point of getting the thing like a gun if you gotta use like 10 shots to kill the freaking thing like it's a bear? You get what I'm saying, chat? Ooh, there we go. You best pick that up right away. That's one of the things I know I would bring to if I was going into some mysterious, foggy, dusty looking town like this. Post-apocalyptic looking. Another one. I was about to say if it was I stand corrected. 2 shots with a shotgun is I'm dreaming. I hope they're filming this on like a hard difficulty. No. 2 shots with a shotgun and hitting with a pipe. I know these are monsters, but they're not demons last I checked. Throwing me off a little bit. I will say the mechanics ain't too bad, but because this is just pre-beta, but I really, if anything, they should really consider making changes to how many hits from that pipe and shots with a shotgun or the pistol can take down these monsters, because look at that ugly looking thing. A shot with a shotgun right down to the back of the head. It's still alive. Chat, I hope you know where you can see where I'm going with this, right? That was actually perfect timing too, that alert. Oh, I remember this scene. Really coming back to me from the OG game.
Laura, why do you keep running away from me?
That's a good question.
And how do you know about Mary?
Mary's my friend. We met at the hospital last year.
Stop lying. Laura, I'm sorry, I didn't mean.
That was a little bit of cut content. I remember you said some more stuff. I do like how they added for more emotion to run and storm out of the room instead of just staying in the room.
Stay with me, okay? This is no place for a kid.
Facts.
But there's something I gotta get.
Laura,
It's important.
what is it?
A letter. For Mary.
What?
I hid it. In there.
I liked how they kind of added to the touch when they remade that cutscene of her storming out of the room, but instead of just staying in the room, but they cut out a good portion of what he was saying to her from the original.
It's in the back.
I don't know if I like
There's
that.
an old pipe.
To be honest, I don't really like that. Apart from her storming out of the room to bring more drama.
Open the door, Laura.
Why should I? I'm a liar, right? Want me to open it? Huh?
Petty.
Do ya?
Let me out of here, you little brat.
In
There was more dialogue in the room before she stormed out of it in the original. But in the original, she never stormed out like in this scene.
A big lying fart face. See a fart face?
Laura! Laura!
Now I know if I was him, I'd be pretty pissed off. I mean, I get it. I hate being yelled at too, but in situations like that, you tend to be a little less, tend to build more patience and neglect some of that stuff in those kind of situations. But yeah. And it's gonna drop October 2024 on the 8th. Okay, interesting. But there's more to that I was just gonna talk about. Because the trailer, I'm glad it's an Unreal Engine, but Konami kind of did something that wasted its potential and kind of shot themselves in the foot. Let me react to you. Some of the comments here. Look at this. Sweet Baby Inc. style consultant accused of pushing DIA agenda of Konami Silent Hill 2 remake, aka Sweet Baby Inc. 2.0. That ruined Saints Row 2. Saints Row, the remake. Following the release of a new trailer for Konami and the bloopers team upcoming Silent Hill 2 remake, a Sweet Baby Inc. 2.0 style consultancy called Hit Detection is being accused of pushing the propaganda of society, I would say, agenda on this game, unfortunately. And the trailer released as part of Sony's State of Play presentation for May 30th, which was yesterday, the character design of Angela being criticized for making her face plumper and more busted or uglier, as you can see in the text. Ex-user Mangala Lawyer posted, in my relentless dreams I could see that town, Silent Hill 2 modern cheeseburger remake. You promised me you'd take me there again someday with a side of fries and a milkshake, but that day never came. The Crimson Chin. Yo, he's going in. Twitter definitely is not happy with this one. Not only is the character design being lumped, but is also the voice actor ex-user really username wrote, "Please tell me I'm not the only one who genuinely thinks the voice acting is way worse now in the Silent Hill 2 remake, especially for Angela. Here are some comparisons." Okay, let's check out the comparisons. I'm curious. The OG?
Excuse me,
I'm sorry. I
No,
was
it's
just...
okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost.
Kind of lost.
Lost?
Yeah. I'm looking for Silent Hill. Is this the right way?
Yeah. It's hard to see with this fog, but there's only the one road. You can't miss it.
Thanks.
But
Yes?
I think you'd better stay away. This town, there's something wrong with it. It's kind of hard to explain, but
Is it dangerous?
maybe. And it's not just the fog either.
Okay,
It's...
I got it. I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
No, I believe you. It's just, I guess I really don't care if it's dangerous or not.
Let me turn that to a titch. Okay, now let's see the other one, the remake.
Excuse me.
I'm sorry. I was just...
It's okay. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm kind of lost. I'm looking for Silent Hill.
I think you should stay away.
This is
This
the voice
town, there's
actor
something
that replaced
wrong with it?
Angela.
Is it dangerous?
Maybe.
I'll be careful.
I'm not lying.
I guess I don't really care if it's dangerous or not.
Okay. Now, at first I was gonna say the original, definitely the voice acting definitely felt more upfront, right, present, no gives and takes, no retakes, etc. It was just seemed like you could tell the difference between nowadays and how the original voice acting goes of the older games, how they sound a little bit, you know, just put up front without any retakes or so. But I'm gonna be honest, the original is sounding better than this current voice actor's rendition of Angela. I swear, the person sounds like a freaking middle school kid that just got into voice acting, and the male middle schooler at that. Like, what the heck? It's like somebody taking prepubescence or testosterone trying to get their voice deeper. What the heck? Okay, now let's see some more. At least that's my 2 cents. I'm not liking Angela's voice actor right now, to be honest, for the remake.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been bad. Please, don't.
That's from the original. You see what I mean? But
I'll be good. I'll be good. I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please. I'll be good.
maybe let's take another take at this.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been bad. Please, don't.
Okay, sounds a little goofy, but now to the update, or I mean the remake now again.
Good, I promise. Tell him I'll be good, please.
Yeah, I'm convinced the original's voice acting way better for Angela. And you notice the difference between her look? Like here. Let me mute this, because we already heard it. Just want to get my point across here with her cosmetic. Her OG cosmetic. See, she wears a sweatshirt, but the neck seam isn't more up like a turtleneck. It looks like a regular sweatshirt. You see? Versus...
I'll be good.
You see, it's more up like a turtleneck with her sweatshirt. Alright. Now let's read more on the article. By the way, shout out to this article that's reading about this game and writing on it. As for the character of Angela was redesigned from the original game, Mangaloyer speculates it's due to the influence of the game consultancy Hit Detection. You think? Remember that riddle? I said earlier, remember it. He posted on X, Blooper Team has hired Sweet Baby Inc. 2.0 Hit Detection, a sensitive consulting company for Silent Hill 2 Remake plus ESG. Konami ever wondered why Maria looks so sanitized, so to speak? Not spoiling the game, but it's over, bros. Pack your things. When they said modern audience, they mean it. I guess so. Read 2. Sweet Baby boycott crushes tales of Kanzarar as game total concurrent players peaked at just 287. As shown in the above post, Hit Detection does list Blooper Team as one of its clients on its website. In fact, the company homepage status, Hit Detection is a video game consulting firm with a global presence. We bring decades of experimenting in games, media, consumer electronics, and interactive entertainment to deliver the most comprehensive and accurate insights to clients who have trusted us for many years. Imagine that many years. I thought they were just new to the game too. Among the esteemed clientele that we are able to publicly reveal, we have provided services to the likes of Blooper Team, Remedy, and Sega. Well, I'll be. The company also notes our commitment to building a team from a variety of backgrounds includes underrepresented groups is a superpower that allows us to provide unique and varied perspectives, setting us apart from other firms. The diversity is a strength that fortifies our insight and gives us a neutral advantage within the consulting landscape. Okay. As previously pointed out, the word diversity is just a code word for anti-white. Emily Goldstein at Dot's catalog back in 2015 explained in an article titled, "Yes, diversity is about getting rid of white people." And that's a good thing. I'm dreaming. That's not racist. She wrote, one of the more common memes that I've seen white supremacists spread around recently has been diversified is a code word for I'm not even gonna bother. The concept here is that diversity is only promoting in nations and that the end goal is to eliminate, more like delete, altogether by flooding all countries with non-white people until they are no. What kind of goofiness is this? I don't even want to bother. Like, what has that got to do? I could see, but I want to hear more about the game. But yeah, that's crazy. Wait, you weren't... No, it hasn't even come out yet. This is just the teaser trailer. Well, there was a teaser, then some of the gameplay trainer to this. No one is hit detection promoting itself using this language, but as noted by Mango Lawyer, one of the company's services is sensitive issue assignment. Our team assesses the risk factors for depictions of the character from underrepresented groups, themes, and potential community reactions. Sweet Baby 2.0, I guess. I guess the people that went on Steam to boycott them and sponsor some of their games, it says, oh, hey, this is from this company, don't invest in it. They're going to end up making another one for Steam, I guess it seems. Interestingly, the company also claims to offer sales forecasting where it offers data-driven predictions as an external check on our clients' internal projections. Former World of Warcraft team lead Mark Keen, a.k.a. Gomez, offered his own advice for free. Let's see how Silent Hill 2 is doing it. Oh, I guess consulting firm Hit Detection didn't predict this game's reaction, huh? Konami and Blooper Team don't hire consulting firms like Hit Detection that have no idea what they are doing and just cost you a lot of sales. I guess not. Seems like a lot of these teams just get hired for easy money. It's really strange, but I digress. The latest trailer and the redesign to Angela comes in the wake of Blooper Team's chief marketing officer, Anna Jeniska, informed Dread XP that the company would be modernizing this game. Yeah, when they say words like modernizing and stuff like that, it really kind of gives me more doubts, because now certain parties endorse certain people among the space kind of throw that word in a bad way, and it kind of gives me the heebie-jeebies, so to speak, and doubts. She was asked was the team given free reign to put their own spin on things. Blooper Team is amazing at its ability to transform the environment around the player, and I'm really hoping we get to see that put to use here for other worlds. Janeska responds as, and aforementioned, we take a very safe approach to changes. We remain faithful to the original title. Nonetheless, we are applying adjustments to certain areas where things need modernizing to the passage of time. Passage of time? I thought this was going to be a faithful remake like Resident Evil 4 remake. Now that is a good remake for sure. Janeska also informed Dread XP we are focusing on bringing the distant versatile atmosphere back in the modernized Silent Hill 2. Long-time fans shouldn't worry about us missing the point. While we were living up the title, we are thankfully stick to the traditional story canon while remaking the gameplay and updating the graphics from the ground up. I will say the graphics do look good, but I'm just going to continue reading through this. These are the reasons why Konami entrusted us with the remake in the first place. She added a big visual change is the adoption of an over-the-shoulder camera, which altered the perspective of a few iconic set pieces, Resident Evil, but also meant an overhaul to the combat system. The latest technology achievements do wonders when it comes to making a visual prop. As you see, we are not steering away from the original concept of making a cult classic. We just have some ideas on how to make the scare factors more appealing to the contemporary audience. In a more recent blog post, Konami producer Mateo Okamoto and the Blooper Team director and lead designer Manatez, I can't even pronounce the name, Manatez Lanart, I butchered the name, but who cares, confirmed the remake was changing some of the settings as well as the dialogue. They stated the settings of the events may change, but their impact on the story will remain the same. Yeah, that right, huh? Even when new locations are introduced, we sought to refer to the original whenever possible so that returning players will feel right at home when they venture out into the foggy streets of Silent Hill again. That right. As for the dialogue, the duo added the central characters from the original story, James and Maria, are at the heart of our remakes as well. The emotional arcs have been preserved with great care, being given to showcase their emotions with motion capture technology. This allows us to employ show don't tell techniques more often, which is why some of the dialogue has been slightly altered to add an extra layer of nuisance to the character dynamics, as I can see. Okay. The remake is also changing the combat from the original. The remake is designed to allow for a wider variety of approaches. The player arsenal of action has been expanded while also preserving the feeling of playing as an experienced everyman. Oh, that's for sure. They explain James is not a skilled fighter and he doesn't feel overpowered. His range of attacks is very limited, so he must use more prudent tactics, stay mindful of his surroundings, and if necessary, run instead of fighting. The way he deals with enemies is never a flashy spectacle, but rather a desperate struggle for survival. Okay. Base knowledge. Even the way the enemies fight have been changed, given James more opportunities led to changes in how the enemies he encountered fight as well. He will stay still have to deal with familiar opponents from the original game, but returning players will notice how their movements and attacks have been flashed out in order to make them more distinctive and unpredictable in combat scenarios. For instance, going against the frantical, aggressive nurse will pose a complete different challenge than a skirmish with a silent and stealthy mannequin. So I see. I did notice too in the gameplay, when he had his gun, he pulled out the pipe and then seemed to have a holster when he pulled out the pipe. Now, for older games, they definitely had it where you got a magic bag out of nowhere and you pulled out a bunch of different weapons, which I kind of don't mind. It is a little cheap. I could kind of see the arguments on both point, how that gameplay is a little more cheap than, like, in the original than it is in the remake. It's like, really, with all the resources and the engine, you can't really do much better. I get that point, but you shouldn't be also, if it means you can only be limited to one, maybe two weapons, like a pistol and a shotgun, or a pistol and a machete, or baseball bat or whatever, understandable. Or a knife and like a baseball bat or another long weapon, understandable. But if it's just one weapon and you're very limited to other stuff, then I say survival horror, yes, but really you can't fit a couple other things in your pocket, perhaps, other than the typical, like, heals or, you know what I mean? Now let's see the rest. By the way, shout out to Vera Dark. I actually recently saw her opinion about this. Definitely check out her video as well and follow her on X. No one wants their favorite game to be adapted for modern audiences. Facts. And every time companies release soulless remakes and reboots, they're just providing our opinions don't matter to them. Huh. Given more time and we'll have to see about that. To remake something, then put a blooper team plus narrative consulting company on the job, you failed. So true. Now let's see this video what Konami posted. I gotta see this.
I'm very excited for people to play this game. There's no one aspect that I could say that I want people to experience, because I want people to experience all of it. It's such a journey, it's such a big part of our lives, and I just want people to be able to see it.
Sure got a funny way of showing it.
I think the biggest challenge that we've had was actually how to make the game approachable for the newcomers who have not played the original, but at the same time to still retain the familiarity of the game that player remembers from 20 years ago.
Our goal from the very beginning was to maintain the game's atmosphere while modernizing the gameplay to make it competitive in 2024.
In the remake, the story remains largely the same. However, with the magic of modern technology, we were able to expand on some of its aspects.
The hardest was designing combat. We want to be as faithful as possible to the original game, but also we want players to feel satisfaction while playing, remembering that we need to fit in horror genre standards.
So when making a game with static cameras, you as a designer have much more control over what players sees, where they go, and so on. The change for the third-person perspective was a challenge. That being said, it's a chance for us to expand this world, to show the players new elements that were previously inaccessible, and just make this game richer.
So the main thing that requires rethinking was the fog, because it was called classic in the original game, and it's a veil that covers the world and makes the player to feel even more isolated.
The fog in
New
this game ain't
technologies
bad.
gives us a chance to do things that were not.
I will say real quick, the fogginess in this game and the dark atmosphere isn't bad. It could have done a little more, but I will give them that. But still not enough to want people to pay full price for butch characters like Angela. And the cheap voice acting too, my opinion, from Angela.
not possible during the
Well, my
earlier
2
generations of
cents, so
video
to
games.
speak.
For narrative, this is very visible in facial expressions. We can tell so much through just the subtle changes on characters' faces.
Subtle changes. I mean,
The
James is
presented gameplay
alright, but
footage-
like I said, I just can't. Angela, you gave her a slim, nice waist like in the original, but messed up her face like freaking A. It's like a freaking quarterbacker putting on a wig. A freaking football quarterback putting on a wig. Like, what the heck? The faces really... It just don't match, yo.
Shows a fragment of the city from the beginning of the game and sections in Brookhaven Hospital. The fight against monsters is prepared in a more tactical form, and it's mainly based on the varied designs of the enemies. James is not used to fighting, so his arsenal of attacks is limited. Adapting your approach to a situation will be the key to success. However, your playing style, among other things, determines what ending you will discover.
October 8th, 2024. Well, I will say from my perspective as a hardcore gamer, now journalist, aka gaming journalist, content creator, streamer, etc., I will say for sure, I will say the mechanics were good. For the most part, you know. Leads to be desired for the attacks and the melee gameplay and how many shots it took from a Beretta 9 to a monster. Like I said, yes, it's a monster. If it was hardcore, understandable, but if this was on normal, that many shots, holy. They're monsters, not demons. And then 2 shotgun shots. Like, my main grief is, or my main beef with this is how they messed up Angela, the voice acting, the look. At least the head-wise. Fix the head, and maybe you got some there, and they ain't gonna do it, but if they fixed Angela's head and the voice actor and made some tweaks, like not cut off so much, or cut out so much content from the original game, and just ditch it for some of the cutscenes like they showed for some of the gameplay in this trailer. Main verdict, I'm gonna definitely keep paying attention to this whenever something new comes out, but real talk, from what I'm seeing, I'm definitely not gonna invest in it, but hats off to you, and hopefully you enjoy if you invest in it, but I'm not gonna buy it. But that was it, my 2 cents and my hardcore opinion on this game. Yeah. Alright, internet peoples. See you all next time. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And remember, the whimsical nature of the Wretched Willows exhibits a willingness to war for the wicked. Idle minds fall to the thoughts of the drifted. Idle minds become eternal slaves to the twisted. I'll leave you off there with that. And until next time, peace.